touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with the former LSU Tiger. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Mayfield down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
180! Hurry!
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yard. Here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Real. Run. What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Set. Regular. 180.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Up. 180. Kings. Alert. Hurry. Point it right. What's that?
Now Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Moore, the man in motion.
What's that?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
180. Run. Hey, alert.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Williams. Right side to Watson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing is Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
To the air, Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Hey, alert 33. Pistol. Rail.
Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
180. Stop.
Here's Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys at 10-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Brian Thomas,
77 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
after the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down, Philadelphia.
Regular. Hey, alert!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete to number 8. That's a gain of 7. Brings up
Second down and 3.
at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
Good. 180. What's up?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially close closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2. Quick throw. Mayfield completes it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mayfield with it once more. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hurry, hurry!
At the 10-yard line.
Hey, alert! Real. Hurry! Stop!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Run, run, run. Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
second down and 4.
Hey, alert 33. Red. 180.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Run, run, run. 50, 50, 50. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. On the RPO, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Regular, regular, regular. Real, real, real. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Throwing, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third down and 13.
Point it right, point it right. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kings, Kings, Kings. Up, up. What's up?
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
50, 50, 50. Alert, 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 alert. Regular, regular, regular. Stop.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play.
And he's going to go down there, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jonathan Grenard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Fourth down.
To throw, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. To the air once more, Williams. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now Mayfield.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Brings up fourth down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry! Run, run, run. What's that?
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Real, real, real.
And an Eagle first down.
Regular, regular, regular. Hey, alert 33.
To throw, Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and back. Cowboys 34-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Up, up. 180.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Kings! Run.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter.
These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Williams, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeau
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Mayfield to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get back. 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Williams. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep him from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave him, and it was successful.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's first and goal.
What is that?
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
3-yard line.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
42. Eagles 35.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Up, up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kings, Kings, Kings. Up, up.
Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's second down.
Brings up second and 1.
Set. 180. Run, run, run. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hurry, hurry. Alert, 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 alert. Done.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Set. 180. Hey, alert, alert. Real. Regular, regular, regular. Hurry, hurry. Hey, alert 33.
Here's Baker.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
180. Up, up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kings, Kings, Kings. What's that?
Mayfield to throw.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
This is first and 10. Mayfield.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They'll come up now on second down.
180. Regular, regular, regular. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Done.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.